about beefing anyway, and they're like, you need to watch this series.
Damn.
Like, I have to know what's going on.
Oh, my God, Reggie.
Well, go get caught up.
You didn't tell people you knew me, did you?
Oh, no. Yes. You're the first name out of my mouth when I meet anybody in the lesbian community, because I had no idea you had as much clout as you did.
Shut
until
up.
you started throwing your name around some lesbians, and then I was like, what? You know Lookalive? Yeah, I do. We've been smoking for years now. We just been, I don't know how you, okay. But you're a great big deal, and I really appreciate you taking the time to come out and break bread with us, and we love you very much, and we look forward to when you come back.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, my Jewish
going
brother.
out, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go.
Bliggy blow.
Woo. BET Awards, they apparently got into a slap fight right before. It was very awkward. K. Michelle acted like she really didn't want anything to do with Patty. Did you get that? Because Patty was in the middle, and then like Tamar was on the other side, and Patty would look at her and like try to sing to her, and K. Michelle was like, like, I felt like they had some kind of imaginary beef. And then at the end of it, I felt like everybody was, instead of harmonizing, just trying to scream over Patty.
That's what happened.
That's how I felt that all that happened. So, boo to the BET Awards this year.
I just couldn't get over Tamar's eye when she first came out. That was it. That's all I had to say about the whole BET Awards. That's all I remember.
That is not saying much.
Was that
one eye when she came out. And them eyelashes. I'd never seen a lash like that before in my life.
Yeah, she was doing too much.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, like, as far as fashion-wise, oh, my God. They put, what's her name? What's the girl's name from?
Zendaya?
No, from Orange is the New Black,
Laverne Cox.
They put Laverne Cox up front with this blonde wig on, and I think they did it because when people tuned in, they wanted to be like, is that Beyonce? Because that bitch looked just like, she did.
Okay.
I'm not joking. Like, from afar with that wig, she could have done it.
Her and Gabrielle Union had the same dress on. I thought that was cute.
Did they really?
They both came out and they had the same dress on. It was white, cleavage, popping, everything. Good.
They look good.
Yeah.
So, you didn't miss anything, Dave, basically.
I didn't watch 1 minute of it, and I'm not upset about that.
No. I don't.
I'm actually upset that I watched more than 1 minute of it.
I can't ever get that hour and 15 minutes back.
Yeah.
No matter how hard I try.
No, meanwhile, I was working the Alcoholics Anonymous celebration of sobriety all week.
I met a few people from there this week.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What, at your bar?
Yeah. I met a guy that was, he's an attorney,
Yeah.
and I was like, hey guys, we got mimosas today, it's brunch, and he was like, I've been sober for 10 years, and I'm like, how does that feel? And he goes, well, I'm not in jail. And I was like, great, welcome, we'll get you some fresh orange juice out here right away then. He was like, I guess I'm not in jail, and I'm like, is that... No, just take just take one of these. Sorry, I'm trying to get the go plates together. Take whatever you want. You can have whatever you like, yeah. I was even going to try to freestyle on that, and I couldn't at the very end. So how did it go? How was it?
It was all right. There was a play that was every day that was like a reenactment of how AA got founded, which was kind of interesting. It lost some interestingness after the second and third and fourth and fifth time I saw it.
How did AA get started? Give me the general synopsis.
Two like hardcore alcoholics. One of them was a doctor, and one was I want to say, stockbroker. They were both well-educated, wealthy guys, and they were both just hardcore alcoholics. And they were just driving their wives crazy and just driving their lives into the dirt. And they got together and just started talking to each other about how everything had gone wrong that they tried to set up. And they just decided that by talking to one another, they could reconcile their problems and feel better and maybe try to get past the whole thing. So they got a third guy in, started a group, and made it all happen.
Like Belle Biv DeVoe.
Yeah.
That's how all that
Just
happened.
like Belle Biv DeVoe.
Poison was really about that devil juice alcohol.
Yeah, so we saw that play a bunch of times, and then the two highlights of it were there was a rock band called Reckless in Vegas that did like hard rock covers of old classic good songs like Johnny Cash and Frank Sinatra and stuff.
Really?
Yep, and they were actually surprisingly good. And then
I wasn't about it till you said Sinatra and Johnny Cash.
I know. I wasn't that excited about it until I heard them, but the other highlights were the fact that Alonzo Bowden was the headlining comedian there. Are you familiar with his work?
Nope.
He won Last Comic Standing Season 3, and he was a finalist in Season 2, and that was back when I watched that show, and he deserved to win, and it was awesome running sound for him. He was hilarious this week. And then, strangely enough, after that, like right after he came on, I had to set up a drum kit and a DJ setup for an artist who we didn't know anything about until he showed up, and it turned out it was my old friend from Virginia who I used to work with at this little indie rap label in the middle of nowhere in Virginia where I'm from.
Really?
Yep, who showed up to play at like 1:30 in the morning, and he was drumming and DJing at the same time. And it was
That's
just
pretty bizarre and fucking awesome. At
right.
The same time.
It was like I was even kind of mad at him because we hadn't heard that he had a drum kit, and we had just taken apart a drum kit, which is not easy to set up quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had just disassembled one, and we didn't know he needed one until he showed up, and there was no time to do it. So I missed the beginning of Alonzo's set in order to set it up the first time. And I was getting ready to chew whoever it was out and be like, "Look here, you need to tell us in advance, and you need to not come with this shit." And I was just so surprised to see him. I just kind of lost all my anger right there. Like, all right, good to see you. Let's make this happen.
I'm not really angry about having to do this over again.
Yeah,
I haven't seen you in years.
yeah,
That's pretty dope, though.
that was cool. Yeah,
At least you're both successful now, and you know what I'm saying?
It was good to see him at midnight at a venue downtown Atlanta.
We're definitely going to watch this season of Last Comic Standing.
Mm-hmm. That is a good show. I like that
Clayton's on there.
show. Yeah,
Rob Hayes is on there.
I'm not familiar with him.
He's awesome. And Mia Jackson.
Not familiar with her.
Mia's on there. So
Was it Zooman that was on last season?
Zooman hasn't ever been on there. He was one of the original Bad Boys of Comedy. Speaking of Puffy, how many Puffy references can we make in one stupid day? But he was one of the original Bad Boys of Comedy. He's never done that. Carlos Miller was on there last season.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, are you retiring your mic? Okay. So yeah, we could definitely gotta stay tuned for that. I saw. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
I saw 2 movies this week, and I'm gonna have an A, and I'm gonna have a B, and I'm gonna let you ask about which one first.
All right.
In the order I watched them, honestly, I watched A and then I watched B.
All right. You're gonna describe them without the title?
No, I'm gonna
okay.
tell you what it was as soon as you tell me.
All right.
So which one, A or B?
Hey.
Oh, bad call. 50 Shades of Grey.
Ah.
B, you're going to love it, by the way. No, I actually watched 50 Shades of Grey, and to be honest with you, it was better than I thought it was going to be. It was. And it actually made me interested in the people's storyline more than it just being B porn for middle-aged women, like I thought.
It really seemed like that. It seemed like it was designed to look risky and yet be tamer than some shit that I've tried.
I saw like an inch of dick on the top part.
I don't think that's a selling point for anybody.
Maybe. Sorry. I mean, but I'm just saying that like it's not like it's like dude full frontal like cuckoo cocoa.
That's not what I was worried about. I was worried about bad acting, bad scripting, and bad storyline.
It wasn't bad storyline, bad acting, or bad scripting. To be honest with you, it was really great. They spent a lot of money on that movie. It was pretty dope.
And the other thing is that it seems like it's about a hardcore 100% gold digger.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
Anastasia is not a gold digger. She's not. She's a nerd.
Well, the whole thing there was if that guy had like $1,000 to his name, she would be nowhere in sight.
Probably not because
and
she
it would
interviewed
probably
him for
be
being a millionaire, and that's how, or billionaire, and that's how they met in the first place.
Right, but if he didn't have money, he'd be a rapist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was into some pretty, I've seen a lot, and he was into some pretty, I guess, emotionally heavy things.
Okay.
So I mean, I don't know. It was good.
All right.
I would watch it again because I like porn, but that's about it.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for the second one to come out because, like I said, I'm actually involved with the characters now. Okay. Movie number B, Chappie.
Oh, how was that?
It was great.
Okay.
It was really good. It was that weird kind of, what was that other movie that director did? And I can't ever remember it.
District 9?
District 9. It had that weird District 9 feel to it. That's the only way that I know how to describe it.
Interesting.
It was like a little, I was afraid it was going to be cheesy and cheeky,
Yeah.
but it wasn't. The way that they portrayed the robot's personality as being very infantile made it sad and not cheeky.
Okay.
But it's really great. I highly recommend it as well.
I may have to give that a chance then.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to see it when I saw previews, and then I heard it was just bad. But, okay.
I don't know. I really like District 9 because I like that eeriness.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
like scary movies, but I like that eerie weirdness about it.
No, I love District 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It was very similar, same director, and I dug it.
Okay. The only movie I saw this week was Charlie Countryman. Have you heard of it?
I feel like I have.
It's on Netflix. It's Shia LaBeouf as a, I won't spoil anything, but a tragedy happens to him, and he goes to Bucharest, of all places, Eastern Europe,
I've never even heard of Bucharest in my entire life.
Yeah.
That's how I feel when I travel a lot. I need Bucharest when I come home.
Bucharest.
I need Bucharest, hunty. I need to lay down.
He goes to Eastern Europe in order to try to sort out his life and meets this girl he falls in love with, and it's like a dramatic kind of romance sort of movie, but not sappy and not cliche and not lighthearted. It's kind of dark.
Did you ever see The Notebook, David?
No.
What do you mean? You've never watched that movie once? That's a great movie.
I may not have mentioned this, but I'm a straight man.
It doesn't matter at some point. As many... Ooh. You've had to have been around a female once or twice that was like, hey, let's watch this movie. It's excellent.
There are other movies to watch.
Oh, God. You should watch it. I'm going to hog tie you and make you watch it with me. And then when you cry, I'm going to put you on Periscope. Crying to the nowhere.
Crying through the Periscope.
Crying through the Periscope. And what else anything else that has gone on that we need to tap into?
Not that I've written down.
I mean, I guess gay marriage kind of ruled the world this week.
That's true. I'm on season 4, episode 2 of Game of Thrones, but that's nothing to talk about because the majority.
Because it's not The Walking Dead.
No, because the majority of people who listen to us are probably either finished with Game of Thrones or haven't started and may not plan to. So talking about season 4 out of 5 doesn't really do us any good.
Oh. Well, I'm excited because the new Walking Dead is coming out. I mean, it's really just a couple of weeks away.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Pretty excited, I'm just saying.
I bet.
I want to get cast on that show so bad. Please, somebody within the sound of my voice, cast me on The Walking Dead, please. I want to have fake sex with Daryl next to the crossbow.
Are there floozies in that show?
What, end of the world host?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course there's always end of the world host. Of course. The one girl died, Andrea. She was a definite end of the world host. She was chicks, dudes, whatever. Give me some. This is how I'm going out.
Okay.
That's what I could be. I could be the slut of The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be far-fetched. Well, I guess if there isn't anything else.
Yeah, that's about all I got.
All right. Well, I guess I'm excited that we did our first Periscope.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to get a tripod for the iPhone if we're going to do Periscope because everybody got tired of holding the phone.
Actually, I'll admit, you've been talking about Periscope, and normally I'm on the forefront of our technological endeavors, but I've downloaded it and I've never used it. So does that record anywhere? Is it just live and then gone?
You can save it to to your phone within a certain amount